Everyone, welcome back to Limeade 3.0 presented by Lime City and benefiting Underwater Smoking. We are back with a run of Final Fantasy VII presented by Solid Strife, the 80% no turbo, no ACM. Hey Solid.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. That was a good race there between Pazzo and Akuma.
Yeah, it was really fun. And I suppose this run will be fun as well. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Want to set off the countdown?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, right. Three, two, one. There we go.
Good luck.
Or at least it was going to start. I wasn't actually clicked on the game. This is one of those games where if you click off it, then it just stops altogether. So we've got an opening cutscene now, which is about 2.5 minutes, but I think most people who have played the PS1 original or even the remake that came out recently, you'll have seen this. Um, it's thank you for the look underwater smoking. Yes, you're right. It is another excellent game. So the start of the run, there's a few things going on which happen sort of like reasonably quickly. Where I've got to first change the battle type from wait to active and also increase all the battle speed. Obviously, we are doing a speed run. And then we'll be doing a glitch which bypasses naming characters, and it will keep them just with their default names. It's a little bit of a tricky one, but then we can start getting into the run from there. You will also notice that throughout the run, I'll probably start walking rather than running at certain spots. That is because every step that you take increases the danger value, and the danger value will, decide whether or not you have a battle or not. Sometimes walking makes it that danger value go slower, and you can sometimes skip some battles by not quite hitting the danger value that you need. So we've got Avalanche now jumping off the train in order to bomb a reactor. So yeah, there we go. So we get change that. So we need the cursor to be on memory as well because that just makes things faster. And we pull all that, and there we go. This guard here has 2 potions. How much time are having to run from an encounter? It depends on whether or not the game allows you to run at that point, because sometimes the enemy is faster and then you've got to wait for their attack animation as well. The world record is a 136, I think, or thereabouts, by Zergu. Right, here we go. This has to be pixel perfect, this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we got through there. That is, you slip through the mesh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, you slip through the walk mesh of the level. There's like a little gap. And we'll be using that sort of thing again a little bit later on. It's a long game normally. Well, when you're playing on console, the run is, the world record for that is about 6.5 hours by Zeal. But the console run doesn't have where you can basically exploit how the PC version stores certain things in memory. And you'll be seeing this later on towards the end of the run, where you can warp from one place from the world map to a different field. Yes, you're right, underwater smoking. It is jank as fuck. No SCM there. SCM stands for System Clock Manip. Sometimes if you set the system clock to a particular time before you start the game, you can sort of exploit critical hits and things. Name Tifa is me. I don't think that here is a slow escape from battle. But yeah, I don't think that there is enough letters to be able to name Tifa that smoking.
Okay, do we have time for a little donation?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so there is a $31.25 given by Bob Ross WR Lord that says Strife said it world record for me today. He wouldn't lie about that, would he?
Yeah, Bob is my moderator from my own channel. Thank you for the donation there, Bob. Were you not watching there, Smoking? We've just skipped having to name Cloud. But yeah, not Zach would be funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You moderate sometimes, usually troll. Yes, you're right there. So Cloud and Barrett are here ready to set the bomb in order to blow up this reactor. Cloud's having voices in his head. Okay, so this isn't quite press circle to win like the other fight that we had to fight. I have to use Bolt here. We can get through this quite quickly if Guard Scorpion decides to attack Cloud quite a bit, because then we can get an extra limit break in. But it doesn't always work because of how Scorpion targets stuff. He goes in a set order where he will use search scope on one of the two characters, and then he will attack them in the next turn. And then the following one he will search scope again, attack again, and then he will raise his tail. Donation incentive to get you. We don't even get your fee in the run bar. And Vince. Right. Come on, go for... Did I miss the second search scope? I think I must have done. So this isn't going to be fastest Guard Scorpion going, but... So now he's going to raise his tail. And what I need to do is... Right. Here it's going really quick, and it's bad translation. He says attack while its tail up, and then gap, and then it will counter-attack with its laser. It's really trying to say don't attack with its tail up. We need to, because then now we get limit break for Cloud, which is going to be useful for later if we can get the preemptive apps later on. Because get the preemptive apps, we can slip the limit break in and for extra damage within a turn, and it means that the thing goes a hell of a lot faster. You get that and you'll donate more. Clearly you've never seen my runs, Bob. All right, so that is the first boss done. And now we've got 10 minutes to escape the reactor before it blows. Trolling again. Right. We need to save here. And we will come back to this save later. Oh. Nah, that that battle was way too early, so I'm probably not getting preemptive apps. Come on, can I escape, please? Thank you. So we need to help Jessie here because she's got her foot stuck in these railings. Otherwise, we would get to the entrance of the reactor and we would not be able to leave the reactor. And because we got a battle while Jessie was climbing up the ladder, it stops the animation and she just slides up. Right. We walk down to here. And then we run from here. Into the elevator. Thought Jessie was a guy. See, when I was a kid, I thought that she was wearing a cowboy hat rather than like a bandana and stuff. Right, and there's Biggs. We also have Wedge, both of which are staple within Final Fantasy and also a Star Wars reference. Yeah, reactor go boom. Tifa is the cowgirl. Yes, you're right. I know, yeah, it's one of those things that you don't really think about at first. And it's what are we the baddies moment blowing up this reactor, considering that this is a bunch of eco-terrorists. Come on, up the damn stairs, Cloud. Thank you. Now here we see she got shoved over. Eris or Erith, depending on your persuasion. Oh, oops. I did the wrong one there. Never mind. It's fine. Oh. Yes, I should have chosen the other one and she'd have just moved straight away. Funnily enough, yes, there was a translation thing where apparently it was originally supposed to be Erith, not Eris. But I always thought that Eris sounded better, to the point where my daughter's middle name is Eris. Now we've just got to make sure that we don't get into fights with these, because we do have the option to. Remember, we are doing a speedrun here. And Cloud jumps off and lands on the train. Something which probably never would work in real life. But we are playing a game called Final Fantasy. And these guys are all wondering now what has happened to Exodia. Let me in, let me in. Exodia! If anyone's interested in speedrunning any RPG, you've got to be prepared for a hell of a lot of mashing through text, especially with these older ones. There is a scene coming up where we're mashing for about 5 minutes solid. All right, everybody move. Is he doing the robot? Okay, there is a skip here that we can do that can save a few seconds if I can line it up correctly. No, it didn't work. You can make 2 text boxes appear at the same time, and normally when you've got text boxes up on screen you can't move, but if you've got 2 on at the same time you can move. And the idea here was to get the guard to come up at the same time as talking to Jesse. 2 text boxes would appear, and then you could leave this carriage and come back in, and you would skip all of that bit with the video showing Midgar. Did we leave Midgar yet? Midgar will probably end up having left it in about an hour and 15-ish, probably more because it's me. Yeah, like my personal best would beat Motorball at 1 hour, nearly 1 hour 38. Yes, wrong version. Right, so they've arrived back in Sector 7. And there's still a hell of a lot of talking to go through. Blah-de, blah-de, blah. That in chat. It's a box. Right. So, Pirates rallying everyone round because tomorrow they're going to blow up another reactor. But we're not going to do that, as you will soon see. I leave here and come back again. That will skip an animation. Right, let me in, Barrett. Aren't you going to say hello to Exodia? Right. Because UnderwaterSmoking asked for it. There we go. Just for you, Smoking. Get in here, fools. We're having a meeting. Right. I now need to remember not to do what I have done in past runs recently and use that pinball elevator to the hideout twice. Because I'm too busy mashing. Cheers, Negath. Thank you for stopping by. Funny, in the background there, you've got the newsreader looking a lot like an Albed from Final Fantasy X, and also with the word sin above his head. But I think that is supposed to stand for Shinra Information Network. He said he'd be able to sleep through the night. Yes, I do remember. Right. Up we go. And now here is the bit that I was talking about with the long bits to mash through. Because Cloud and Tifa, well, Cloud and Tits McGee in this case, were friends as children, and he'd made some sort of promise that Tifa remembers and he doesn't, and now they're going to talk about it for a good few minutes. This might be a good time to see whether or not there's any donations, Willow.
There's none for now, but if you're enjoying the show, we encourage you to donate to help Underwater Smoking. It would be a nice gesture and really appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. Smoking is a dead nice guy, and I've personally seen sort of like the benefit from Limeade last year, and you know it does really make a difference.
And on that note, thank you, Nigoth, for the 476 bits.
Right, so in a minute, once these two have finished reminiscing, we've got to go to a shop and we've got to buy grenades. This is because grenades do quite a lot of damage for this point in the game, and their animation is pretty fast as well. So, like, these might be doing what, between 30 and 50 damage for a regular attack, whereas grenades do pretty close to 150 HP damage. We're using grenades pretty much for the rest of the game. Well, the rest of the game that we're going to play. Yeah, so Cloud used to work for Shinra, and he was a soldier, apparently. And now he's a mercenary, and he's been hired by Avalanche in order to be able to do the reactor mission. Again, let's not use the lift twice. And also, I've got to make sure that I don't do the tutorial here that tells you how to use materia. There we go. Otherwise, that's a good 2 or 3 minutes down the toilet. I did it for you, Smoking. So, we sell all of the potions, and we buy 21 grenades. I'll nip upstairs here. This ether will be helpful later for Gil. Now, the glitch we did at the start of the game, where we were sort of like going in between a very tight gap in the walk mesh, we're basically going to do the same thing again now, if I can get this first time. Sometimes it takes me 1 or 2 goes. Not first time. And you'll see here that we basically skipped the second reactor mission. And suddenly Aerith is in our party, and we've only ever seen her outside the reactor. We've not been properly introduced. And also you'll see that the name by default is Aerith in this case, and she's also level 1. Do you know a girl called Tits McGee? Yes, good bot, but spot. So yeah, after that second reactor bombing, Tifa went and got some information that apparently Don Corneo knows something about something. So she's going to be one of these 3 potential brides for that day. So Aerith is now having the idea that Cloud is going to get inside by being one of these brides. Which I do like how they did this in the remake, with the whole dance sequence and the dress and everything else. Cloud's like, yes, nailed it. Moving on. Here, we're just gathering all the pieces together for Cloud to get the dress, and the wig, and other things. Best girl is Cloud, Tifa, everybody else. Yeah. Right. So we go in here first. We have to get a pharmacy coupon. I won't do what I did for the day and leave here without actually getting the coupon because I pressed the wrong button. So you have to tell them it was alright, otherwise you don't get the coupon. And I ran all the way to the item shop down here. I was like, why are you not giving me my coupon? Hello? There we go. We have to select the digestive, which will become clear later on as to why. Say later on in about 2 minutes. And we go there. Alrighty. So we've got almost all of the other bits that we need. We're now looking at getting the dress, and this is the place where we would get a dress if the person that made dresses was here. Oh yeah, the entire FF7 soundtrack is a banger. I don't think that there's actually any Final Fantasy game that doesn't have a good soundtrack. But regardless of what you think of the actual game itself, soundtracks are always really good. Yes. Right, so we have a tiara. What I'm going to do here, there is a glitch that I can do to make this little section a little bit quicker, but for marathon safety, I am not going to do it, just for the sheer fact that it results in a soft lock if you don't do it right. So we have sexy cologne now. Make Cloud smell a little more feminine. And as soon as she's away, I can speak to this dude here. I own the clothes shop, but I ain't your father. And here, we're going to get the options there. So we want something that feels soft and that shimmers, so that we get the correct dress, because we could get several different types of dresses, several different types of tiaras, and several different types of wigs, depending on the options that we choose. We need to make sure that we are picked by Don Corneo, because it's faster, because otherwise you end up having a couple of extra fights to do, which then adds time on. No, we don't actually go into the Honeybee Inn on this run. Remake has spoiled you, Smoking. Right, so we've got to now beat Bro here in order to be able to get the wig. So we've got to do sit-ups. Don't need to practice, right. Oh, Bro's already making mistakes. As long as we do more squats than him, we're fine. I think the maximum a Cloud can do is 21 squats if you're fast enough. But Bro can also do up to about 19, I think. I've managed to draw with him once. And that, that didn't go well. 21 squats, and he had 16. Only ever played Remake. You're missing out here then, Smoking. Speed squats. Okay, so now we have everything we need to be able to infiltrate Corneo's mansion with everyone thinking that we're female. Oh, you've never played Remake? I thought that you said that you've only played Remake. I misread that. So, Aerith is going to get a dress as well. So, Corneo's 3 brides for the day are going to be Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith. Only played the original and you finished it 2 months ago. Oh, the remake is also very good. It's just not complete yet. Right, so now he's away. We can look for Tifa, or Tits McGee, as I keep forgetting that we've called her, thanks to Underwater Smoking. This is also a really good tune. I was confused there about who you meant when you said. I thought you were talking about Cloud when you said that, not Strife. They're not me. Right. So we'll pick up the ether because the ethers are worth quite a bit because we need money for more grenades in a little bit. This is just Tifa explaining what had happened after the second reactor blew up. Which in the remake was actually made, both reactor bombings were made worse by Shinra because they wanted to use it as an excuse to try and restart war against Wutai. And so they claimed that Avalanche was working for Wutai. It was nice, the extra bits of context that they gave. Right. So, Corneo is going to have his choice of 3 brides. Now, who's he going to choose? Boilers smoking. We've not got that far yet. This healthy-looking girl. There's Corneo being a massive creep. Ooh. Easy kiss. You know what? I was a dude this whole time. What? So now they're talking about what they're going to do to his dingling if he doesn't tell them what Shinra is going to do. Which is what Smoking just said in chat. They're going to try and take down the plate, which keeps the upper part of Midgar above Sector 7, and killing all of the people in the slums. Well, Willow, you know, that's a surprise that it managed to not get spoiled for you for so long. Yeah. Okay, so this is just now Shinra discussing that they are going to do that with the plate. Might be a good time, Willow, if there have been any more donations during this time.
Nothing yet. Nothing yet. You're good.
All right, no worries. Thanks, Willow. It's harder to tell on the console version that because it's rendered at a lower resolution, President Shinra there has a cigar in his mouth. Just to add to the evil persona. Right, so we've been chucked out into the sewers. Because Don Corneo has a little friend down here he was hoping was going to kill us. Will we get the preemptive apps? Answer is no. So we just chuck grenades, it's fast animation, and it does a hell of a lot more damage. As you can see, even Cloud's Limit Break doesn't really do the same amount of damage as the grenade. And sometimes this idiot does a move that does more damage to him than it does to you. It helps if we go up the ladder. It's McGee Limit Break, yes. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're racing back to Sector 7 to try and stop the plate from falling to save everyone in the slums. Come on, let me escape. Oh, so you're getting 2 turns now. 3! Jeez. This game really doesn't like me at the minute. Okay, so we need to move these trains out of the way so that we can get past. Because I'm behind on steps, I'm going to move it back by going this way. If you run, it's slightly quicker than moving the train again, but you save some steps because I'm a little bit behind. Thank you for the subscription, Wankaroony. Yeah, you're right there. So we managed to make it, and the pillar's still standing for now. But Avalanche are fighting Shinra. Exodia, you remembered my name. Interesting fact, the person that does the voice of Wedge in the remake is actually the same guy that plays Badger in Breaking Bad. As well as the person who does the voice of Sephiroth is Superman in the CW series, what is it, Lois and Superman. Oh, I'm now going the wrong way. I'm going down the stairs. Which resulted in an extra battle just there. But that could actually work out in my favour, because there's a little bit where further on where Cloud will be by himself, and sometimes if you get a battle like that in that very short space of time, it can be problematic. He got tired of summoning meteors, so he became one. Yeah, it's like Barrett's gun armor's got infinite ammo, apparently. And that's all, folks. So this whole fight now, we've got to do it with 2 characters as opposed to 3, because that pyramid stops your character from attacking. And I used the attack instead of the grenade there because it was on memory. Oh god. That just shows that I've not done this quick enough now because of that attack instead of grenade. See? Oh yeah, the Turks are great. So now they've already launched the whole program to detach the pillar from the plate. This plate is supposed to be about 300 meters above the ground, and then you've got people that live under it. It's like a physical representation of the difference between the rich and the poor. Now here, you can sometimes get a glitch where Aerith is going to get slapped, but sometimes it skips the animation of Sung walking over to slap her in the first place. Did not get slap skipped today. How will our heroes escape this predicament? Find out next time. And the world's biggest swing. And whee! There's Albed Newsreader again. Oh. Not a single Acme helicopter to be found. Whee! Just to reinforce the stereotype even more, bad guy watches destruction he has caused while listening to classical music. What better way to bring order to the chaos of destroying poor people? But what Aerith was trying to tell Barrett before, and Tifa and Cloud, before she got slapped by Sung, is that that she managed to help get Marlene out. So at least she's still safe, and that's now what they're trying to tell Barrett, because they didn't know what she meant at first. And again, lots and lots of mashing. Barrett's just slaying survivors in the pub. Help us! Well, you didn't think about it when I was a kid, but there are a lot of dark themes in this, and well, just things like that that you don't think about. That was the bit that I was talking about, because at the moment Cloud is the only person in the party, and you can get a battle there, which can be tricky when you're by yourself. So go into Aerith's house. And she randomly just has materia and items in her garden. The ether, because again, they're worth a lot of money, means more grenades. And then we'll go and talk to Aerith's mum. Again, Willow, this might be a good time for any donations. We've got a good chunk of text to mash through at the minute.
Again, nothing, but yeah, it's a good time to remind you that you're watching Limehead 3.0 on Lime City, presented by Lime City, and in the benefiting Underwater Smoking. All donations, subs, bits are going directly to him and his family, so it's well appreciated. And again, if you enjoy the show, don't hesitate to do a little, like give a little something if you like.
Cheers, Willow. Preemptive apps when? Have you not been watching, Bob? We've already done apps. So this is just going on about how Elmira isn't actually Aerith's mum. She just looked after her, and her mother is actually Ifalna, who we see just here. You want to spend your money, but you're making it. What must I do? And we don't find out much about Ifalna during this run, or really generally in the story, that you have to sort of like go out of your way a little bit. But she was in relation with one of the Shinra scientists. Not Hojo, but there was another one. Find out when you go to Icicle Inn. My wallet is in my pocket. Now he's going to get like no time with Molly, and he's not even getting up the stairs because we're running straight for the door now. Okay, first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to change the ATB to wait, because I always keep forgetting to do that. And then also... Oh, I don't want to do that. Put those two on the back row. It's Tony Parents. Right. Now I'm going to sell everything. Apart from my grenades. And then I'm going to buy 61 grenades. And then that leaves me very short. But I've got just enough to buy some batteries. which again is something I always forget. I always end up walking past where I get the batteries. Oh god, I hate these things. They're really quick. Sometimes they come in clusters of 4 or 5. They're waiting for them to attack you for ages before you even get your turn. Buying 61 grenades. I know. It's a shame we couldn't stretch to another 8. This is 61. So now we're heading to Shinra HQ. This the fight to their turf, and rescue Aerith from them. Let's remember these batteries first. And we'll see that here, all the destruction in Sector 7 has left us a route up. You have been playing a long time, don't you? Loving the Colonel Campbell memes in the chat. I wonder how many people actually turned off their consoles and playing that for the first time. Then they're just there with the console switched off like, what do I do now? Been played like a fiddle before it was a thing. Yes. And yes, now, so we're inserting random batteries in random places and apparently working. So putting a battery on this, what looks like a sewage pipe or something, is meaning that it turned the rotary blades on this plane. Because that's how electricity works. Here can be a bit tricky. We've got to jump onto this pole. We've got to listen for the audio cue for the right time. There we go. Otherwise we miss the pole and then we've got to climb back up again. Soapy Sam, that's a bad analogy, but I understand how you feel. Yeah, you're right. The blades on that just take ages to stop. Yeah, like tapping your watch like Alex Ferguson. Platforming gives me a Mario 64, yes. Now, try platforming in Final Fantasy 15 in a game that is not designed for platforming. It's so janky. Barrett's like, I want to bust on in. Tifa's like, shall we take the stairs and sneak by? My answer is no, we're going through the front door. Are we climbing the stairs like, no, we're not. We use an elevator here, where we get a few battles on the way up. You can manipulate this, but I've not managed to do it successfully yet. Climbing the nut. So like, if you manipulate this because you would restart the game outside of Shinra HQ, which would reset all your RNG values, and then you would come in here, and depending on what frame you press the panel, depends on what floor you're going to come out on. So you can manipulate that to be more favorable, because there are some where Shinra managers come out instead of fights. So you can manage to make it so that you have one fight and then a bunch of Shinra managers on the way up, which obviously ends up being faster. F50 makes you want noodles. Like Metal Gear Solid 3. Like, so grenades just take out these grenadiers, I think they are, in one hit. Yeah, she does, during that last section. Oh, there we go. So we got a Shinra manager there. That we were able to show that off at least. Now we're on... Yep, Hito! So I wouldn't say that this has been a bad elevator. Slap to the face. So now that should take us to 59. Destroy the intruders. See, if you can, you're smart here, you can prevent them from attacking if you, or make sure that they get very few attacks in, get them in the right order. And obviously fewer attack animations means faster. And that has been a decent section there. Because that was a gold split for me. And I'm 2 minutes ahead of my PB. I shouldn't have said that now, because I will have jinxed it. Blood! Yes. What are they paying him for if he's fallen asleep? This can be tricky. This is Final Fantasy doing Metal Gear. Got to be stealthy and sneak past these guards using their statues as cover. Cheers, Griff. All right. Be careful though, because obviously if you do get spotted, that results in a battle. Dun 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 dun. Damn. Oh, typical. That'll go all my time save that I've just had. Huh? What was that noise? Right. Rightfully, Barrett is kicking off. And what the hell do you think you're doing? Getting too distracted with Metal Gear jingles. Huh? It's just a cloud. Oof. That one probably should have counted as being spotted there as well. Right. Up the stairs. This dude here has a key card for the next floor. And if you do that one, then he'll give you the key card. I'll be remainder one. There's an IGT manip for this next bit, and I was just checking the time because check the time and then divide the seconds by 4. Remainder will end up being what it is up here. So, oops, no, didn't work. Oh. There we go. There is another way of doing it as well, because you can look on a particular bookshelf in this library here on the way in, and a certain letter is the indicator for which one the answer is. It's that one. We'll get a battle again here at some point. You're the Shinra president, Kenneth Baker, right? Although I didn't know, like, don't think that they've ever said what Shinra's first name is. So I'm now just inclined to believe that his first name is President. Huge katana. I know Sephiroth must go through so many katanas because if he just leaves them dumped. He leaves next to Tifa's father, then he has another one in order to be able to attack Cloud with. He leaves one inside President Shinra's back. So we're picking up all of these parts and putting them into the model of Midgar, and for some reason that means that is going to unlock a chest with the key card to the next level in it. Get some free at work. Okay, so now you can see all the Shinra bigwigs are getting ready for a big meeting in the conference room, and we're going to listen in, and we'll flush for good luck. So, having air vents right above toilet, is that the best idea? Again, channeling his inner snake here by going through the air ducts. chatting away because they've got Aerith now. They're not going to rebuild what they destroyed in Sector 7. Pushing ahead because they want to build a new Midgar in the Promised Land where Aerith can apparently show them where it is because she's an ancient. And Hojo here is the mad professor that's going to do experiments on her. And what he wants to do is mate her with another rare species so that he can continue, the research can continue over the generations. No. Otacon's a hacker. He's not a mad well, maybe you could say that if he's built Metal Gear. But I don't think that Otacon reaches the levels that Hojo does. Otacon cross with Naomi, maybe. Right. And now we're going to have 2 Shinra employees walking towards us. And RNG means that one of them might turn and end up getting in our way as we go and follow Hojo up to the next floor. Luckily, we didn't. We got some good RNG there. It did there with his tiny vents, yeah. We're getting close to the big number here, guys. You see what floor we're on? Floor numbers, yep. We're getting close. Sometime today would be really nice. Oh my god. Thank you. That's probably the worst thing to end up having a battle on this floor. He's like, nope. Tied. Is Hito again? Do we have any suggestions on a name for Red 13 before we get there? I'm expecting suggestions that involve dog puns. D-Dog. Rex. Doggo 69. Now you'll see in a minute why we actually had to change the battle speed to wait instead of active. Kojima, because dog is God backwards. The next boss fight that we have, they're going to use poison on us, and when you're on active battle with fastest speed, a poison just ticks through, and because you take damage every single turn. If you've got it on wait, then it slows that right down, so you've actually got a chance of surviving. Yeah, this doggo's aggressive. Could have solved so many problems there and then if he'd have just sunk his teeth in. Kojima got mauled. It's McGee, take care of Aerith. Right then, I will call him Kojima. What's the snuggle? Right. Grenade. Whenever I see grenade written down now, though, I always think of it said in a Russian accent, like the pain. Ah, oops. I grenaded the wrong enemy there because it's not saving the target on this fight, which is frustrating. Actually, I'm going to save that limit. We are going to need it later. Ooh. Health is not looking good for Barrett. There we go. Yeah, so the issues earlier have cost us about a minute 20 when we got caught by the guards on the way up. Doom boom boom boom. Bada bada bum bada bum. Bada bada bum bada bum. Right. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna apparently have to put him on back row and then I'm gonna change that back to active. Ooh, Cloud, where are you going? So we're now going to attempt to escape the building now that we have Aerith secured. How can a dog throw grenades? Has he got like some little pouch or something, you reckon? Well, even so, you still have to pull the pin out, don't you? It's his tail, yeah. He's got an awesome tail. It's like having real fingers. Ooh. Busted. Turk. Stores them in his mouth. Another chunk of dialogue here, Willow, if we've got any donations to shout out.
Let me see. Nope. No donation right now.
Alright, no worries. Cheers. Yeah,
Cheers.
opposable thumbs. Barrett still wants a word with Shinra. So we've been caught as we were trying to escape. I wonder whether some convenient plot excuse could help us to escape. It's McGee. You're there too. They're just talking about Aerith, what she knows about the history of the ancients, and obviously what sort of abilities that might provide her, because she can hear the cries of the planet and things, which is how they think that she'd be able to guide them to the promised land. So let's just get some sleep. Because no one is asking, I wonder how Kojima is doing, because we always can see. So he's always posting on Twitter. Sharing a set with it. Oh dear, why is the door open? Why is the guard dead? It's McGee, wake up! Kojima, something's wrong. Do you like it? Okay, so not only have we been able to escape ourselves, we can see that there's blood everywhere. And that weird, spooky-eyed, headless thing that was in that pod is now gone. So we're going to follow the trail of blood and see where it leads us. And one of the places it's going to lead us, if you see the floor number right now, and then when we go up the stairs, we're going to get the number in chat, folks. Drum roll. Floor 69. How tall do you think this tower is, Blastoise? That works in two ways. Oh, lard ass Palmer trying to escape. Roth was really here, you know. Floor 42069. That's Rufus. So that's President Shinra's son. He's coming conveniently to take over 5 minutes after we've discovered that his dad's dead. Introduction time. I'm a flower girl. I'm a research specimen. What annoys me though about this is Rufus's field model that you can see here is ginger. Then when you get to his battle model, he's blonde, and in the remake he's blonde. But the name Rufus literally means he who has red hair. Why did they go for blonde? Yeah, Rufus was just giving a speech about how he wants to rule through fear rather than his dad throwing money at things. To make sure here I get the option to remove materia. I don't want to do that. I want to keep the materia on everybody. Leave it. There we go. So now we're just going to head for the elevator again. Hope for the best and getting out this time. Because Reno can be the only redhead. Oh dear. Thwarted again in our escape. So again, we'll just chuck grenades here because it does a lot more damage than physical attacks. When I was younger, this boss wasn't a problem. For some reason, after this, I couldn't beat Rufus, and Rufus is really easy. Nearly there. This this takes 12 grenades. There we go. Surely that's got to be it now, and we've got plain sailing. Nope. We have another boss. This one only takes 8 grenades, though. But this guy can also put us to sleep. Jima's got a limit break. He's asleep. DP bullets, yeah. It's gotta be it now, hasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Kojima wakes up right at the end when everything's all fine and dandy. And we get dog skip here. Get good enough ATB. And we use the limit break, we can get dog skip, which means... Oh, we didn't get it. Which means that we could make it so that the dog doesn't get a move in. It also makes it faster to be able to beat Rufus because he's not got the barrier. What? Oh my god, so I underdamaged. See, that can be the problem sometimes. That the grenade does not... I mean, the limit break does not provide as much damage as the grenade. So now on to the best cutscene in the game coming up. They realize that they're surrounded outside. Now enjoy the banging tune that goes with the awesome cutscene. Mr. Bean would drive a truck like that. He drives a Mini. Right. This is one of the mini games that I really enjoy. Basically, you've got Cloud with his sword, and he's now slashing people while riding a motorbike. It's like, how much more badass can you get? What we need to do here, though, is we need to take out all of them, apart from the red bikes. The red bikes won't actually go any further past you. Obviously, they're not going to hit the truck and then cause characters to lose out on health. If you can get 3 reds in a row, then you can just basically have them sit behind you the whole time. That one got in front. The game does not want to be kind to me today. Taking bets in the chat now. Am I actually going to get 3 red bikes? He never got his head out of his ass and moved to the countryside. Ah, yes, we finally got the 3 red bikes. So now we can relax a bit. In the console version of this, you can just hold down square. And it'll just keep slashing, but for PC, I've got to mash. Oh shit, what have we got here? Yep, this is Motorball. Motor nut. Hey, that wasn't Buttspot. Okay, so Cloud is bolting, and then the other 2 are grenading. And we do the... Oof! I wasn't expecting a crit there. We do this 5 times. That's 1. Two. 3. 4. Okay. This does not look good. And I've game overed. Oh my god, typical. And that was because I didn't put everybody on the back row. Luckily, I have a save from just after that point. This is not going to be world record anymore. Not that it was anyway. Right, let me find which one it was. Right. After that fight, on the plate, what we need to do here is we need to do one of those text box tricks again, where we get two of them coming up at once, enabling us to sneak out while we don't continue this conversation, because we need to come back to it later. Right. There we go. Big text box. And then as soon as Barrett starts with that, we can walk out. I've just realized something. Do I? Yeah, I do have... Wait, no. I might not have enough gil on this particular save, but it's fine. I think I've got another save further on with the correct amount of gil. Yes, we're out of Midgar. For now. There goes the friends along the way. Right. Yes, I don't have the gil on this. I need at least 2,000 gil. My save, I do have a proper save with that amount on. If I can find where I put it. Was that one. There we go. Because we need the right amount of money to be able to buy the chocobo lure. Yeah, give me a chocobo. Nope, you gotta catch it yourself. Buy some greens. Right, what I need to do here is I will equip Barrett with the chocobo lure, and then I need to look at my list of in-game time manipulations. At least 50. So at that point now, I can run out, and in theory, because IGTs have been a bit of an issue with me the last couple of days, I should be able to capture a chocobo. This process here is going to enable us to skip calm completely, which involves a very lengthy flashback. Oh, I've just realized I forgot to change it to wait. I'd have had that on weight, it would have been fine. Change it back to weight. And then what's my next IGT? 137.49. So 55. Sometime today would be absolutely wonderful. And that one isn't actually a chocobo fight. I must have missed it by like a second or something. Next one is 138.35. Maybe the guys from Final Fantasy 15 know what chocobo tastes like. Oh, jeez. It's going to start becoming a bit of an issue for me. Would be really nice if you let me escape the battle. Come on. Here we go. There we go. A little bit worried then. I forgot how much HP those things have. Right. What we're doing now is something called the Chocolom glitch. It's a mixture of Chocobo and Zolom. What we're basically doing is tricking the game, because when we get over here, right, I'll show you. There's a flag that comes up that says, you know, forgetting something, and it makes the Chocobo stay there. Or on the other side of this, right, the Chocobo just automatically runs away. We're going to try and make it so that we can make sure that the Chocobo doesn't run away on other places other than that small patch of grass. But it's a bit tricky to do because I've got to touch that end, and I've got to make sure that the Chocobo gets me. But when I'm slightly on that piece of land, I'm not sure if that was it, but I'm not going to get off the Chocobo and lose it because that took me a good while. Ugh. I think, again, that was just off, but we'll see. Right, that isn't too bad because we need Cloud dead. Nope. Luckily, I have a save. I have plenty of these saves prepared just in case of issues like this. Grasslands area, that should be the one. Yep. So. There we go. I'm pretty sure that was it. You make a good point there, Apache. Are you going to let us escape now? Thank you. There we go. So we've managed it now. We've got a message coming up instead of the chocobo running away. What we're going to do now is go back to Midgar. We're going to play out that scene a little bit more. Because what we want, when we're looking at our party, is that we want just Cloud here, who is dead. So we need to kill off Cloud first. There we go. And we'll pop in here. No, we need either the big text box or the garbled text box. There we go, big text box. Now let's go. That starts off with that. We can move. Right, we've got to line this up right. So, and then run up to there. I think that's it. What we're going to trick the game into doing now, like I said, is just putting Cloud in the party by himself while he's dead. So, menu buffer here, and then... Nope, that didn't work. Again, I have a save for this. Try it one more time anyway. Doesn't work. I have one with the glitch actually activated. That was too early. There we go. We got the garble text box this time. Did it work? Yes, it did. So there we've got Cloud there dead by himself. Now we're doing the main part of Calm Skip. This is the old version, how we did it when it first got discovered. The console uses a one slightly different. We do it this way so that we can totally skip going through Calm altogether. Yes, it is, and we're going to exploit that, Sparty. I don't know whether that quite worked. There we go. And we know that that has worked because that black area has now appeared on the world map. What we're basically doing is trying to glitch where they think that Cloud's position is within memory. Right, I Now needing to find the right IGT time to save. 54. What we do now is we load up that save that we made at the very beginning of the game, because this is where we start doing warps. And we're basically jumping about different places. Oh, nope. I loaded the wrong one there. I needed to load Reactor 1. That's the one. Remember being back here? Nearly 2 hours ago? But yeah, we need to die here. And that'll set a little glitch in place. Well, next time we load up a save and we go into a battle, the timer is still going to be there, but it's going to be on 0. This is the bit that I've been worried about, because I've been struggling to do this bit and I've been practicing. Right. So what we do now, hopefully my IGT manipulation is correct. We should get a specific battle we die to. Because Cloud is already on 0 HP. And that is not the correct battle. But you can see in the top right corner, left corner, that the timer is still there. It's left and right, yeah. That's the right one. So that is called Encounter 65, and that is what is going to help us to warp. What we do now is we load the save by the marsh. This is all so we're sort of exploiting how the PC version saves saves data. So it's still keeping some stuff in memory from different save points. So in theory now, that should now take us to here. Yep. We make a save game here. But you can see here that it still thinks we're in the grasslands area when we're not. We're in Reactor 1. So what I'll do is I'll make that save down right at the bottom here. And we will quit the game. And we will load that save. How the hell did they figure this out? I have no idea, to be perfectly honest. Right. But now we are in the debug room. Loads of different rooms we can come out of, but this is the one that we want. Right. And then we talk to Aoife here. And if we press R1 as we press LAS 40, this now takes us to the end of the game. This is after the fight with Safer Sephiroth and Bizarro Sephiroth. Not wrong there, Sparty. It's a shame that this isn't a valid run because certain things didn't quite work. Now you see there with the memory stuff as well. That cutscene there that it was showing was not the correct cutscene. That is from disc 1 because the game still thinks we're on disc 1. And what we'll do, we'll go for the swag strats and we'll braver him. Takes an extra few seconds. And just getting a counter attack. But that is the run done.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Amazing run. That was quite fast, which is kind of the point. Like, again, impressive.
There's a lot going on, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, there were a few, hiccups, but aside that, like I mean, it's well below the estimates, and
Yeah.
quite
There were a few extra loads in there that I shouldn't have had, but we'll gloss over that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Again, like the really good run. Is it around what you're doing usually, or?
Yeah. Yeah, I do usually. I've just, apart from this week, I've not streamed in a couple of months, so I'm still a little bit rusty.
But that was a delight to see, actually.
Oh,
So
I'm
thank
glad you
very
enjoyed
much
it.
for that. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Oh, we have a donation to end this run, actually, from Monkaruni that donated $75. Thank you very much for that. And that says, "Take my money, US, you mad sexy professor." And we have actually reached the goal of $500 in less than a day. So thank you very much, everyone, for that.
Well done. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Quite, yeah, up now. Quite hopeful, like the music for the ending of this
Oh, yeah.
FF7. Let me check quickly. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone.
No problem.
Quite
Thank you for
okay.
everyone for sticking around and staying in chat and watching the run.
Are we seeing you again during this marathon, or was it?
No, this is the only game that I'm running.
Okay.
I think what we've got more MGS1 next, haven't we?
Yeah, right after that, we are gonna see Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes by Blue Metal, the 80% emulator Extreme. Before that, we'll have a little break